Hi everyone, welcome. In this video, you will learn what Eclipse IDE is, how to download and install it, how to create your first Java program, and how to build a Spring Boot project step by step using Eclipse. Let's begin with what is Eclipse IDE. When you are learning Java or building real-world applications, writing code in a basic text editor won't take you very far. You need a smart environment, something that helps you write, test, debug, and manage code in one place. That's where an IDE comes in. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment, and one of the most popular IDEs for Java is Eclipse. Let's take a closer look at what Eclipse is and why so many Java developers use it. What is Eclipse IDE? Eclipse is a free open source IDE used by millions of developers to build Java applications from beginner projects to large-scale enterprise systems. It's written in Java itself and was originally created by IBM, later managed by the Eclipse Foundation. Eclipse isn't just a code editor, it's a full workspace for Java development. It gives you tools to write code faster, detect errors in real time, run and debug programs, and manage files, libraries, and dependencies in one window. And the best part, you can customize it with plugins, adding tools for Spring, Maven, Git, and even web development. Now let's break down the key benefits of using Eclipse for Java. First, code assistance. Eclipse gives you suggestions as you type, like method names, variable hints, and import statements. Next, error detection. If you make a mistake, Eclipse highlights it instantly, even before you compile. Then there's the built-in debugger. You can set breakpoints, step through your code, and watch variables live, which makes finding bugs way easier. Eclipse also supports project management. You can organize your code into folders, manage multiple files, and work on multiple Java projects at once. And finally, integration with tools. Eclipse supports popular tools like Maven for dependencies, Git for version control, and frameworks like Spring and Hibernate, all of this in one place. Next, why Eclipse is great for learning and real-world projects. Eclipse is popular in both classrooms and companies. If you are a student or beginner, Eclipse gives you structure. It shows you where to write code, where to see output, and where to debug. If you are working on real-world projects, Eclipse can scale with you, from basic apps to complex systems. And because it's open source, there's a massive community, tutorials, and plugins you can use for free. In short, Eclipse grows with you. So, what is Eclipse? It's more than a Java editor. It's a powerful professional grade IDE that helps you code faster, find bugs earlier, and build better Java applications. How to download and install Eclipse IDE on Windows 11 machine. Later, we'll also see how to create our first Java project in Eclipse IDE. Alright, so let us head over to the Chrome browser, and in a new tab, just type download Eclipse for Windows 11, hit enter, go ahead and click on the first link, that is Eclipse downloads. So this will head over to the official Eclipse downloads page. Just scroll down and here you can see the button download. So this will navigate to the one more download page. Next, go ahead and click on this download button to download Eclipse for Windows 11 64-bit machine. So again, the Eclipse comes with JRE. We no need to install the JRE or JDK separately. Okay. Next, go ahead and click on this download button to download the Eclipse exe file. Next, notice here, thank you for your download, and here the Eclipse exe file is downloading. So just wait a couple of seconds to complete the download. Now the exe file is successfully downloaded. So go ahead and click on this exe file. This will launch the Eclipse installer. And here it provides couple of options: Eclipse IDE for Java developers, Eclipse IDE for enterprise Java and web, Eclipse IDE for C++ developers, Eclipse IDE for PHP developers. So here we are going to use Eclipse IDE for Java developer. So let us go ahead and click on this Eclipse IDE for Java developers. Next, here we can choose the Java version. Well, either you can choose the existing JDK from your file system, or you can let Eclipse to download the JRE for you. So here I am going to select the existing JDK 23 from my file system. So I have already installed the JDK 23 on my machine, so I am going to select that one. But you can let Eclipse to download the GRE for you. If you haven't installed Java JDK on your machine, then you can select GRE 23 or GRE 21, whatever the version that you want. So this will, Eclipse will download this version for you. You don't have to install the Java JDK separately. Okay. Next, this is the location where the Eclipse will install. You can also change the location as well. Alright. And here let us keep create start menu entry selected, and here also let us keep create desktop shortcut as selected. So this will basically create a shortcut at a start menu as well as desktop. Next, go ahead and click on install button over here. So this will start installing the Eclipse. And as soon as you click on install, you can see you got the pop-up. So here go ahead and click on accept button. Next, let us wait couple of minutes. It takes some time. Well, notice here installation completed successfully. Next, go ahead and click on this launch button over here. And notice here as of now Eclipse IDE 2024. So this is the latest version of Eclipse. Next, select a directory as a workspace. So this is basically a workspace for your projects. So whatever the projects you will create in Eclipse, those projects will be stored under this location. You can also change this location by using this browse button. You can keep your projects under desktop or C drive. Okay, so whatever the location you want, you can keep your projects. Alright, next click on this, use this as a default and do not ask again button. Next, go ahead and click on launch. Notice here Eclipse IDE is successfully launched. Just click maximize it, and here you can see the welcome page. So here you can see different links. So if you want to create a new Hello World application in Eclipse, you can just click on this link and you can read the steps. Alright, just close this welcome page. Next, let us create our first project in Eclipse IDE. So go to the file, new, and then choose Java project, and here let us give project name as Java underscore Eclipse underscore project. Next, we need to choose the Java version over here. So you can choose the Java that is provided by Eclipse, or you can choose the Java JDK that you have installed on your machine. So I have already installed the Java JDK 23 on my machine, so I am going to choose this one. Okay, and if you want to use the Java JDK that is provided by Eclipse, then you can go ahead and click on this option. Okay, so here I am going to use the existing Java JDK from my file system. Next, just scroll down, and here we are creating a simple Java project, so we are not going to create a module. So just remove this module, click on next, and then click on finish. Perfect. Now we have created our first Java project in Eclipse IDE. Next, let us create Hello World program. So go to the src folder, right click on it, new, and then choose class. Let us give class name as Hello World. Alright, next let us give the package name as net.javaguides. You can give any package name that you want. Next, here let us select the public static void main. Well, the Java program always starts with a main method, so let us select this main method over here, click on finish, and there we go, we got the Hello World class. Next, here go to the main method. The Java program starts from the main method, so within the main method just put the system.out.println statement and print Hello World to the console. So here just type system.out.println and then pass string Hello World. Perfect. Next, right click on this class, run as Java application, and here you can see the output Hello World. It means that the Eclipse IDE that we have installed on our Windows 11 machine is working as expected. In this video, I want to show you step by step how to create a Spring Boot project in Eclipse IDE. Well, the easiest way to create and set up Spring Boot project in Eclipse IDE is that we can create a Spring Boot project using Spring Initializer and we can import that project in Eclipse IDE. It is very simple. Just open the browser. In a new tab, just search for Spring Initializer and hit enter, and go ahead and click on this link, that is start.spring.io. This will open up Spring Initializer. Well, Spring Initializer is a web tool that we can use to quickly create a Spring based applications. Next, let us fill up the project details over here. So here we have different project types. We are going to use Maven, so let us keep Maven as selected over here. And here we have different programming languages. We are going to use Java, so let us keep Java as selected, but you can use Kotlin, Groovy as per your requirement. Next, here Spring Boot version. So Spring Boot version 3.4.0 is the latest version of Spring Boot as of now. Just keep selected version as it is. You can choose any Spring Boot version as per your requirement over here. Okay, next let us fill up the project metadata. So here let us give group as net.javagrids. You can give any group ID that you want. Next, let us give artifact as Spring Boot first app. Next, project name is same as artifact, so let us keep as it is. Next, description demo project for Spring Boot. Package name, let us give net.javagrids.springboot. Next, keep packaging as a jar file, and here Java version 17. Well, just remember, if you are using Spring Boot 3, then you have to use the Java version 17 or later. So here I am going to use the latest version of Java, that is 23. Next, go to the dependency section over here. So here just click on add dependencies to add the dependency. Well, we are going to create a simple REST API to test the setup. For that, we can choose Spring Web dependency. Well, we can use Spring Web dependency to develop the REST APIs as well as Spring MUC web applications. And this Spring Web dependency internally provides Apache Tomcat as a default embedded container. We don't have to externally set up the server to deploy the application. This Spring Web dependency internally provides Apache Tomcat as a default embedded container. So just select this dependency. Next, if you want to use the database, then you can just select the JPA, that is Spring Data JPA dependency, as well as MySQL driver. Okay, so in this video we are going to create a simple REST API. For that, Spring Web dependency is enough. Okay, so just select the Spring Web dependency over here. Next, if you want to explore the project metadata or the project structure, then go ahead and click on this explore button, and here you can see the default Spring Boot project structure. So this is basically project structure based on the Maven. Next, go to the pom.xml file, and here you can check the Java version and Spring Boot version. So Spring Boot version is 3.4.0 and Java version is 23, and the dependency Spring Boot starter web. And this Spring Boot starter test dependency we can use to create the unit test cases. So this dependency is basically by default added to the project. Next, if you want to explore the project structure, you can go to the SRC folder, and here you can see the standard Maven project structure. Okay, next click on close button, and in order to download this project, go ahead and click on this generate button. This will generate this Spring Boot project as a zip file. You can see here download is completed, and if you can notice the file extension zip. So this is the zip file. So go ahead and open in a folder and just extract this zip file. So for that, right click on extract all, and just extract this in a downloads folder. Click on extract. Now you can see we have extracted Spring Boot first app zip file. Next, let us open the Eclipse IDE. So here I have opened the Eclipse IDE. Next, in order to import the Spring Boot project in a Eclipse IDE, just go to the file, click on import, and here just type Maven. So basically the Spring Boot project is Maven project. So here, in order to import the existing project, just choose this existing Maven projects section and click on next, and here just browse the project. So just click on browse and go to downloads folder, and here we have Spring Boot first app project. So just select it, click on select folder, and then click on finish. That's it. You can see Spring Boot first app project is successfully imported in a Eclipse IDE. And just wait a couple of seconds to download all the dependencies in a local repository, and you can see the Java version 23. Next, you can open the pom.xml file, and you can check out all the dependencies, versions, etc. Next, in order to test this setup, let us quickly create one REST API. So here go to the src main java folder and go to the package, and this is the main entry point class. So in order to run the Spring Boot application, we use this class. Okay, and this class contains a main method. So the execution of the Java program starts from main method. So in Spring Boot also we can run this main method to run this Spring Boot project. Next, this class is annotated with @Spring Boot application annotation. So this annotation is very important because this annotation enables auto configuration for the Spring Boot application, and also it does a lot of things. Okay, next let us create one simple REST API. So go to this package, right click on it, new, and then choose class, and let us give class name as welcome controller. So typically we give a naming convention like this. So we are basically creating Spring MVC controller. So this is the naming convention. Okay, next click on finish. Next, let us make this class as a Spring REST controller by annotating it with @REST controller annotation. And make sure to import this REST controller annotation from org Spring Framework Web Bind Annotation package. Next, within this class, let us create a REST API. So here just type public and then give return type as a string. Let us give the method name as welcome, and within this method let us have return statement, return welcome to your first Spring Boot app development, something like that. Now we have created a simple method. Next, let us make this method as a REST API by annotating this method with @getMapping annotation. Next, let us configure the URL for this REST API. So let us say /welcome. Perfect. Now we have built a simple REST API using Spring Boot. Next, let us run the Spring Boot application and let us test this REST API. So in order to run the Spring Boot application, go to the main entry point class, and here just right click on this class, run as Java application. And notice here the Spring Boot application is running on embedded Tomcat server on port 8080. Next, let us go to the browser, and in a new tab just type localhost 8080/welcome and hit enter, and there we go. You can see the response of the REST API. Welcome to your first Spring Boot app development. And if you go to the REST API again, in a REST API response we have configured welcome to your first Spring Boot app development. So this is what you can see in the response of the REST API. It means the Spring Boot setup we have done in the Eclipse IDE is working as expected. Well, let me recap what we have done in this video. We have created a Spring Boot project using Spring Initializer, and we have downloaded as a zip file. Next, we have extracted that zip file and we have imported that Spring Boot project in Eclipse IDE, and then we have built a simple REST API to test the Spring Boot setup in Eclipse IDE. Alright, great. I will see you in the next video.